Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. Bread in my hands is something I'm super excited about. It's Magic the Gathering Foundations Beginner Box. Now, I played Magic the Gathering way back in the day. We're talking Unlimited, Limited, Revised, Legends. I probably stopped playing a little bit after Legends, and it's been many years since I've picked up a deck and really played. Bought some stuff here and there, but honestly, kind of going through it, it's changed a lot in the 20-something years, so 25 years since I've played. So many new rules, so many different stuff. Like, I actually found it difficult to get back into it as much as I'd like to. So the beginner box is actually really cool. Foundations as a whole feels like a great step for someone like me or new players. So, you know, the Foundations Beginner Box is really kind of a way to start your journey into Magic the Gathering. To learn to play to learn, set up, giving you everything you need to dive in. It contains one 20-card cat tutorial deck, one 20-card vampire tutorial deck, two learn to play quick start guide booklets, 8 20-card themed jumpstart packets, just you can shuffle any two together for a ready-to-play deck, rule reference booklet, 2 playmats, 2 spin-down life counters. It's literally everything you need to do for what feels like a really nice price of $39.99. It's also got, you know, specialty cards, tokens, reference cards, sheets. It really feels like it's everything you need. And honestly, it's kind of what I need to start playing. So I'm excited. Let's dive in. Let's open it up and see what's inside. As I said, like, you know, I played way back in the day, so I don't know if I would necessarily call myself a beginner, but lapsed is definitely a good term for it. You know, I'm sure if I started playing, I would get back into it really quick. But, you know, I've read these cards, and oh my god, it just feels so overwhelming. The other thing is with it there's a lot of stuff out there nowadays. Like, where do you start? There's, you know, core boxes and jumpstart stuff, and it just feels like there's so many different products out there. Like, I really don't know where to go. Alright, so this is interesting. We get a listing of everything else that's in there. So this says, in this box, you'll find everything you need to start your journey. Tutorial game guide, guided by 2 step-by-step booklets, plus a variety of ready-to-play card packets to explore once you understand the basics. If you want to learn digitally, you can find tutorials at learnmagicthegathering.com. Let's see here. Yeah, it's got most. I mean, like, honestly, like, you tell me what Commander is, my eyes just will glaze over. There's collector boosters and player boosters and jumpstart stuff and collection, but yeah, it's just, I'll be honest, to me, way too much. All right, so let's dive into this box to see if it can actually maybe help me in my journey. It's got a rules reference guide. I honestly, that's one of the things that drove me nuts about the stuff I bought, is like when I would buy decks, like back in the day, you get like the small little rule booklet, which they got rid of, understandably, because things changed a lot, but like that was a great way to go learn. All right, we got the Vampire Deck Start Guide, Quick Start Guide. All right. Help you play through your turn. That's very smart. We got the Cat Deck, very similar. Let's see here. It says we're supposed to get, what, 2 game boards, I believe it said. Nice thick boards. I like, oh, this is nice. Instead of a roll-up mat, I'm not going to lie, I do kind of dig this fold-up mat. So it's got library, graveyard, lands, creatures, exile, life total. All right, this is actually really handy compared to like the massive playmats I've seen out there. We've got these things, which I have absolutely no idea what they are. Looks like tokens for keep track of creatures gaining strength. We've got another playmat. Oh, this is pretty neat. Take you through the various colors. We got green, life, nature, white. Oh, that's cool. So green, it says accelerate your mana, play giant creatures. White, we've got buff your creature, gain life. Blue, surprise your enemies, counter their aggression. Black, raise the dead, but win by any means necessary. That's about what I remember. And then let's actually look at the decks. We're not going to go through and play everything. So we got the Cat deck. here. And then we have the undead deck here. It's 2 instant play decks, 2 learn to guides, 2 playmats, 8 jumpstart decks, 2 spin downs. Alright, so those are the 2 decks to play right away, and it says spin down, so we get 1 die, 2 die, 1 for cats, 1 for undead, and then I'm guessing is the other stuff to add. It said something about jumpstart decks. That's what I'm a little confused about, but let's see what's in this. Looks like tokens. So we got fairy tokens on one side, zombie tokens on the other, goblin tokens on one side, treasure on the other, cat on one side, elf warrior on the other, and then a whole bunch of cards to take you through on how to play. Cool. You know what? Let's open this up. Let's show off each deck. Cat deck. Let's get through all the mana. Try not to mix this up because I'm sure in the tutorial you're not supposed to mix these up. And that's the vampire deck. It says do not shuffle. Alright, cat deck, do not shuffle. Vampire deck, do not shuffle. Interesting. Yeah, I like literally can't read these cards off the screen, so. So here we got healing. Maybe these are the jumpstart ones. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, these are the jumpstart ones. They're all kind of just put into big giant things. That makes way more sense. Pirates. So now that I actually understand more of what's up. Alright, we got wizards. So you got the cat deck, you got the vampire deck, and then you take these other like decks and you mix those up to expand your gameplay. That makes way more sense than the where's everything missing. I'm kind of glad that this opened up, and I opened this up and kind of going through this because I feel bad sitting there going, hey, I thought I was supposed to have this stuff, and it did, but I'm an idiot and didn't open it up the way I should have. Alright. One. undead. I don't know, what should I play? I used to play some crazy ass decks back in the day. I might have to dive into black. I think black might be where it's at. I don't know. It's a tough one. All right, you all tell me what should I go and play in my Magic return. Ooh, Inferno. Did enjoy red for a while. Dragons and fireballs and lightning bolts and goblins. Just a massive goblin deck. Oh my god, goblin decks were fun back in the day. But Black Weenie was pretty good too. Alright, and then we got elves. Green. Green is definitely not the answer for me. I never liked green. I don't know why. Never was green a fan. I do like the spacers. Spacers are kind of cool to keep track of everything. And yeah, that's going to be it for the land on that one. Alright, you let me know what you think about this. I'm giving it a nice thumbs up. I think it's actually pretty cool. To me, it seems like actually a solid introductory box for those who either want to start playing or you know, lapsed and want to come back. You know, this is pretty good. So like the introduction, you got anatomy of a card, card types, game zones, starting a game, turn structure, combat, golden rule, common turns, responding to spells and abilities, spells failing to resolve, building, customizing decks, formats, and glossary. That's a nice introduction. It doesn't feel overwhelming. Keep it simple like this. This reminds me like back in the day, except, you know, the book's way bigger and I can actually read it. So yeah, what do y'all think? I want to hear what you think. I know as me as a lapsed player, this seems like a pretty cool reintroduction to the game and a nice way to go about diving back into it all. But I want to hear from you, since you all, in theory, know more about the game than I do, and I want to know what you do next. Like, where would you go from here? Would you get a starter collection? Would you get a booster box? Would you go into a bundle? Maybe a bundle would probably be smart, right? But that's cool. You can go get yours. Foundation is starting to hit shops. Go hit up your local shop. They'll have some. As I said, this feels like a great way to get into it, the beginner box. I want to thank Wizards of the Coast. I want to thank them for hooking us up with this and appreciate you all watching. And I want to hear from you. Like, seriously, what would you get next? Where would you go from here? I would think the beginner box seems to be a great way to start and for new people, and then maybe go into the bundle from there, and then maybe the starter collection. Feels like those would be good next steps after that, and go, you know, try to build your own deck. But let me know. Am I getting it right? Am I wrong? I want to hear from you. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have some more Magic coverage here at Board Game Today, and of course on our site at boardgametoday.com. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. All at Board Game Today, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep rolling that dice, flopping those cards, and get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do it right here on video, but you can go and check us out at boardgametoday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos, or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.